Hey guys, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Today is June 25th and it is currently 11:18. So market has been open already. I already took my trade for the day. Today was hectic as far as like homeschooling, making breakfast and getting everything ready. So I did take my trade and I did record me like the process of me taking my trade, but I did not actually like do a voiceover because it was just loud. And today was just one of those days where I just wanted the kids to be kids. I wasn't trying to have them like in quiet mode or anything like that. So I let them do what they wanted to do while I was making breakfast and doing homeschool and stuff like that. So it was pretty loud. But now that they're kind of like, I wouldn't say settled, but their bellies are full. The brains are, I guess you could say, activated. I don't know. Now I can try to go over this trade. So this video will probably be short since it's just a recap. But let's get into it because today drained me. No, I'm just kidding. Let's just go over it. So on the daily coming into the market, price did hit this trend line and then price bounced. So that means buyers stepped in. So I personally was aiming for buys because overall this is a bullish trend. This is a bullish market. So when price hits the trend line, I'm like, oh, okay, so buyers should be able to step in and get price back up. I don't know what's going on with the buyers, but they're kind of struggling. They've been struggling lately, but I still caught some buys, so I'm not going to be too biased about that. But anyways, let's go to the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour coming into the market, I seen this candle had pushed above these previous highs. So I said if price can break above this, candle, that'll indicate to me that price wants to buy. So that was that. I put this here. I think I did it on 1 hour. I don't remember doing anything on the 4 hour, but for the sake of the line being here, that was my mindset. So let's just go down to the 1 hour. I think it's cleaner. Yes. Okay. So it was this candle in particular. If price could break above here, then it'll indicate buys. Like it'll indicate that price wanted to continue buying. When I looked at the chart again, I seen that price did push up, but it closed below. So that didn't make me too confident in buys because I usually want to see like pressure coming up. It closed like above. Like there's a few things that I'm particular about that I would like to see just to be confident in. So I said, okay, well, let me wait for the next candle and see how this candle do. So when market opened, which is on the lower time frame, we'll get more information on that. Price did end up hitting this line, but it did not break this structure. So that immediately told me the buyers are not there because they couldn't maintain this buying pressure that they potentially had. So as you can see, that obviously did not happen. Price just flew down. Like, I don't know where it was going, but it flew. So we could just jump to the 5 minute. So when I got down to the 5 minute, I was also seeing that there was a zone here that was untapped also, which was on this 1 hour. So on this 1 hour, I seen that there was a zone here. And you guys know when I have a 1 hour zone, I also look for smaller zones. Also look for smaller zones within the larger zones of where price could potentially tap. So the 1 hour zone did look like this, but to keep my chart clean, I took it off. But the 1 hour zone did look like this. And I knew that the trend line was here. So I had a few places where I knew price could potentially hit. It hit the trend line before. The way that it was coming down, I'm like, okay, it could probably definitely hit this trend line again. So that's what I aimed for. So on the 1 hour, we had 2 5 minute zones that price could hit. This one and this one. Hold on, I'm moving back. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so price could either hit this zone here or this zone here. So I put my 5 minute zone, as you can see, around here. This particular candle here, I put my 5 minute. Was that 5 minute or 15? Was it a 5 minute or a 15? It was a 15. It was a 15. My bad. I put 5 minute. I'm like, that zone not adding up now. Okay, it was a 15 minute zone. My bad, 15. It's like, don't leave me out. Okay, cool. It was the 15 minute zone. I put the zone around the 15 because I'm like, where did this price push out of? It was this 15-minute zone here. I also, like I said, I had the hour zone because that's the one I seen first. But once I seen how clean the 15-minute was, within inside the 1 hour, I did leave it at the 15. And that's where I'm like, price had to be falling to. Like, I there was no other place price could have fell to because there was no entries or there was no zones within this area. So I waited to see if price was really going to come down to this 15-minute zone, and it did. Now, it almost turned into a no trade day because of how deep within the zone it came. But this candle turned around with momentum. And you know, as a conservative entry, one of the ways you can do a conservative entry is momentum coming out of the zone. So once I saw that, because this was falling like crazily, there was like barely any pullbacks, as you can see. Once I saw buyers were stepping in like crazily coming out this zone, I did get in. Price did pull back a little bit while I was in here. Let's go to the 1 minute because I took it on the 1 minute. Hold on. Ooh, all this movement. Okay. Yes. So price came into the zone and then buyers stepped in. So once price pushed outside the zone, yes. Once price pushed outside the zone, I did enter the trade. Price did pull back a little bit, but it never hit my stop loss. I did not want to use this whole zone. This was one of the bigger trades. This zone, the zone by itself was like, I want to say almost 200. I'm not gonna lie. Felt like it. What is that? What is this? What is that? 164. So the zone by itself was 164. That's way over my limit. My limit is 70. So I just said, I just did a 70-point stop loss, and I aimed for this zone here. Because I knew, if anything, the price would come here and sellers could potentially step in, which is exactly what happened. And so that's what I aimed for. Now, I was going to say something else. Oh, I got in. I aimed for a 1 to 3, and I just let it run. And as you can see, yes, price did push up, but price is struggling at this zone. Price did come back, and price is going. So buyers are trying to maintain. I don't know if they can. I didn't want to be a part of that. I could have held it longer. But like I said, I don't have any other zones to go off of except this one all the way back here. And the potential of price coming back here with the way these sellers are stepping in, I don't want to be a part of that. I need price to make up his mind. So the next time I take buys, it would have to be above this area because price is struggling, at least for buyers in this area. So that was the trade of the day. That was the trade of the day. Super simple. It wasn't too much. This ended up being a 210-point trade. So I ended up, that's like one of the biggest trades I think I've ever took. I usually do like 50, 70, 150, but that's rare. 150 is rare. I usually do like, if my stop loss is 70, my take profit is 70. I kind of stick to 1-to-1s. Lately, I have been aiming for more. I can't say that was my biggest trade. My biggest trade was that gap fill the other day. But this is probably like the second one. But 210, like, let me just to give y'all some clarity on how much price was falling this morning. It opened here, right? Price fell all the way here. That's 906 points. Price fell 906 points in like 20 minutes. Yes, and I only caught 200. And that's a big one. Like, usually the trades that I take is like this small. 94 points. I'm just giving y'all some clarity on how many, like how big or how much 200 points is. Like, that's ridiculous. Okay, this had to be the gap fill. This was 400, this was the gap fill. 437 points. Like, that's not, these are my normal trades. Look, 109 points, 104 points. Like, I don't aim for too much. So that's a lot. That's a lot. And whoever caught this sell, it had to be up because that price moved 900 points in 20 minutes. Like, you had somewhere to be. And I wasn't trying to get in between that. It was no entries. It was only one entry that I could have caught to get in this sell. And it was all the way up here. it was all the way up here. When this candle broke or pulled back, that's not even one either. So yeah, it was really no entries for this trade until all the way down here. And at this point, you already missed most of the moves. So trying to get in here was pointless because you really just aimed for the zone. I mean, it's still something. I can't say it's pointless because it's still about 200 points. But yeah, that's it, y'all. That's it. I'm not going to drag this out. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. I'm not going to add. I did want to talk about break of structure and indication because I know the last time we talked about entries, but my time is up, as you can hear. So I'm going to do that in the next video. Actually, I'll go over indications and break of structures. But as far as this video, this is the recap for today. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.